Hey guys, welcome to Retro Media Talk. I'm Steve Montgomery, and on the line we have Steve Lego. Steve?
Hi.
And today we're joined with Mike Gallus. He's back.
Hey.
All right, and today we are kicking off another Christmas film. This is going to be a rough one, I think, but but I haven't seen it in years. Steve, this is the first time you saw it, right?
Yes.
And then Mike, he hasn't seen it in a while, right?
Yeah,
I think
the first time I saw it was on VHS.
First time? Well, I mean, what was the last time you saw it?
Today.
No, I mean, you didn't see it on DVD or anywhere?
No.
Wow.
I swear the only time I probably saw it was on VHS.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, we're talking about Scrooged with Bill Murray. Came out in 1988, had a budget of $32 million, grossed $100.3 million, and it starred Bill Murray, which came off a 4-year hiatus, or I guess exile from Hollywood. Only had a cameo in Little Shop of Horrors during those 4 years. He first turned down this role. He did not want to do it because he did not feel confident in being in a lead role. He always, was in an ensemble, I guess, cast. He said the only way he'll do it is if they redo the script, and they had a couple, I guess, Saturday Night Live writers and stuff like that, so they reworked it. And it's also directed by the great Richard Donner, who we've done several films about. Well, we've done Superman, and then we've done
Goonies.
The Goonies. So I was surprised because I forgot that Richard Donner did this movie. So I was kind of excited to revisit this. I haven't seen it in a few years, I guess. I forgot about it. And but I always liked the movie. It's not a film that's just like, I have to pop in every year, like Christmas Vacation or something like that. But I'm a little more easygoing than I think these guys are going to be. But I'll tell you my opinion after you guys go ahead and tell me yours. But the only other thing I want to mention before we get started is Richard Donner had he really didn't want to turn this into a comedy, or he had reservations on this being a comedy. And so I would say this is more
you're saying he just wanted to do a retelling of the Christmas Carol is what he wanted to do?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, more I guess more serious, but they Bill Murray, he's going to want to throw comedy in there. And so, in my opinion, this is like a darker comedy type film, whether they call that black comedy or dark comedy, whatever. But, they've done so many. How many Christmas Carol movies have they done? I mean, a bunch.
Lot. I mean, I couldn't even count them. There's so many.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I mean?
When they released Scrooged back in '88, I was kind of excited about a modern day take on it. So this is a modern 80s take on A Christmas Carol. And I know that, one of your favorite Christmas Carol films is what? The one with the Fonz in it, right?
Yeah, the American Christmas Carol.
Yeah, American Christmas. And I have yet to see that one, so I wish I would have watched this, but maybe you could fill us in, on the differences or.
Another one of my favorites is Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol.
What was that one?
You never saw that one back in the 70s with Mr. Magoo? It was animated.
No, never did. All right. So, who wants to go first? Draw straws?
I'll go first. I'll go first.
All right.
I mean, it was a good movie. I mean, it's like I said, it's the retelling essentially of the story of A Christmas Carol. I mean, I love Bill Murray just because he has a style of comedy which is kind of like that sarcastic, like, he doesn't give a crap kind of comedy, and Of course, the opening scene with Lee Majors was the highlight of it.
I knew it. I knew that was going to be your
Yes.
favorite. When I saw that
Lee
scene,
Majors.
I was like, "Oh my gosh, Lego is gonna crap bricks on this one."
Yeah, that was the highlight of the movie for me. If I can tell you anything.
To be honest, I perked up a little bit too.
Yeah, that was awesome though. Seeing Lee
uh,
Majors go. I forgot all about that.
There was so many big stars in this movie. Yes,
Yeah.
they were older stars, whatever.
Yeah.
But you had Karen Allen from Indiana Jones.
Yep.
You had John Forsythe, which was from Dynasty, and I think he was the voice of Charlie and Charlie's Angels, I think. And
Yeah.
you had the dude from Smallville, John Glover, was in there.
Yep.
Yes, you know what? What's interesting is when he first shows up, when they're sitting down in that dinner or that dinner scene, I didn't recognize who it was, but I heard the voice.
The voice. Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, where have I heard that before?
Yeah, he was so young,
Yeah, it was so weird.
And then you had Bobcat in there, which he wasn't quite as funny without the wild hair.
No.
Yeah.
And then you
Bobcat.
had-
What? Goldthwait? Yeah.
Yeah. Robert Mitchum was in there as he was the guy in charge, the head honcho guy.
They
Klinger
also
was
had
in it
the-
for a little bit. Buddy Hackett was in it. Oh my God.
Yes, Buddy Hackett.
John Houseman was in it. I mean,
know.
there's so many big stars in there.
And John Houseman, obviously, you know his voice, and he was the narrator, basically in The Fog. He was reading that story in the Fog. Did you guys know he died a month before this movie came out?
Really?
Yeah, he didn't look well. He looked very frail and old.
Yeah,
John
it was
Houseman was also the guy that he was Dr. Franklin in the $6 Million Man, and he created the fembots.
Really?
Yes.
In fact, John Houseman died on Halloween 1988. That's freaky.
Okay. Then his last movie would have been The Naked Gun
Who?
because that came out. That came out in '88.
John Houseman?
Yeah, he's in the scene where he's the driving instructor.
Oh man, I can't remember.
So when did this movie come out? What month did this come out?
November '88. So he died.
Naked Gun came out in the fall of '88.
Well,
So this was probably his last movie then, I would guess. Right?
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just depends. Yeah. So Scrooged, it was released.
Did
But
you
all in
guys
all, I mean, it was-
notice the one of the technicians?
Yeah, November
Is-
23rd. Just to throw that
Okay.
out there.
One of the technicians in the booth is the guy he plays the police chief in Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, I didn't remember that. That's funny.
Huh.
You know who did the music, Mike? Mm-hmm. Danny Elfman.
Yeah, as soon as it came on, the opening, the Paramount logo or whatever it was, and I knew it as soon as I could hear that choir and stuff. It sounded just like him.
You know that soundtrack didn't come out for 23 years.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That's nuts. Limited to 3,000. I don't know.
There isn't a lot of music in it, though.
No, I noticed. But it was he did win an award for that
Really?
back then. Yeah. But anyway, go ahead, Lego. What else? What else can you fill us in?
I thought it was good. I actually liked, I liked the end where he kind of came to his senses, and then they did the live little bit there at the end. That was probably the best part of the movie for me.
I agree. I like that ending. I really do.
I thought his speech was uninspiring, though.
His speech.
Yeah, I didn't care for his speech.
Why not?
I just didn't like it. It seemed like it was just he was just rambling. Like it wasn't even
that's a
written.
shtick.
Yeah.
I didn't care for it. It didn't inspire me.
What I liked it is
Well, it's a good thing you weren't working on the musical production. That's TV.
hey, they had Miles Davis in there playing in the band, the big jazz musician. They had some
was he?
top quality musicians I was reading. But one thing I did like was Richard Donner let Bill Murray kind of ad lib a lot of stuff. And,
Probably the end.
And one scene that I that I was wondering about. Do you guys remember when the waiter's on fire? You know, he's hallucinating. Or the ghost basically is, playing with his mind. And the waiter's on fire and he's freaking out. And he runs and pours water on him, and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were Richard Pryor."
Yeah, I caught that.
And I was like, where did that come from? And then I guess it was a joke because Richard Pryor had poured, I don't know, rum or something and got caught on fire back in the early, I don't know what it was, 80s or something. I don't know. It was a joke, inside joke. And I was like, what do you mean by that? And I looked it up. It was an ad lib and they left that in there. But I guess Richard Pryor used to joke around about it all the time. I don't know if he was coked up or something and he poured rum. I don't know. I'll have to look that up, exact story, but it was an ad lib. But the point of where I was going with it was when he ran out. You remember his trip and fall? I thought, man, Bill Murray, man, he can do some physical comedy because that looked like a real fall.
Yeah, that wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was a real fall. He actually fell, and I was like, yeah, you can't act that one out too well. I mean, that just looked too real.
And it's surprising, he didn't cuss or fall out of character or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. It made the scene just a lot funnier with that fall. But I thought that was interesting. Okay, so you like the ending though? That's good, right? Lego?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. That was the best part of it.
Did you get a little teary eyed when the little kid said, "You forgot the best part"?
No.
Or you. Wait, did he say best part, or did he say you forgot to say, "God bless us, everyone"?
No, I didn't.
I kind of did.
Yeah, he was the Tiny Tim of the movie, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of got a little choked up about it because I mean, the mom's taking him to the doctors and wants to fix his, him not talking because he witnessed his dad, being killed in front of him. So he hasn't spoken a word since then. And then he speaks in the end. I thought that was really cool. And silence from the audience.
I thought Mary Lou Retton was supposed to be Tiny Tim.
Yeah, she was the one in the play, but he was the real Tiny Tim.
I forgot she was in there. Yeah. I forgot all about that already.
Yeah. Yeah, already. Yeah. That's funny. Okay, Gallus. I know you're churning.
No, I'm not.
You're churning. You're churning to tell us. Go ahead, tell us your feelings.
Yeah, this will be one Christmas movie I probably will never watch again.
Wow, that's harsh.
Yeah, I didn't care for it. There's a couple good, funny parts. I really like the Ghost of Christmas Past. He was the best for me. The Ghost of Christmas Present was so annoying.
Well, it's Carole King, and real quick before you go any further, just to clarify that Carole King.
It's Kane.
Kane. Why did I say Carole King? Is that a singer or something?
Yes.
Yeah. It's too late. It's too late.
Yeah. Carole Kane. I guess she injured old Bill Murray. Pulled his lip too hard, and it split the skin between the.
I read that. I don't remember the scene in the movie though. I
yeah. Oh yeah, it's in there.
Yeah, and, I remember.
So they had to suspend production for a few days so his lip and gum would heal. I'm like, oh my gosh. So then she had a few nervous breakdowns, I guess, because she did something about hitting Bill Murray, and she was stressed out now, and all this stuff. So I guess she had a few breakdowns about. So she did not have a good time on this movie. But yeah, I agree with Mike. Yeah, her voice and all that stuff is annoying.
Yeah, I fast forward most of it.
So then what?
I really liked seeing the old stars, John Houseman, Lee Majors, Buddy Hackett, Robert Goulet. By the way, you haven't mentioned it yet, but that was Bill Murray's real brother.
Yeah, all three of them were in there.
Yeah, they were all in there, and of course, we only know that one, right?
The one that looks just like him that was in one of my favorite.
Isn't he? He's 80s. In Christmas Vacation too, isn't he?
No,
he's in another.
He's in Moving Violations.
Yes, we have to do that movie.
That's a classic.
Yes,
and I said it, a classic.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's a funny movie, but
that is a great movie.
I don't think he was in that many movies, though.
No, I don't think so.
I'll look that up, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like he was in a lot. I could be wrong, but
it's always like little bit parts. But yeah, I mean,
he was in Caddyshack, but he was uncredited. I don't know what he did. Oh, Elf. I guess he was in Man in Elevator. And basically, Moving Violations. I mean, Scrooged and Movie Violations is the only two roles that I'm seeing that were his big roles, because he's uncredited in a bunch of them.
Well, maybe he just doesn't care or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He just didn't get to the Bill Murray status, I guess. But
I did like that he got the awesome Pioneer VHS recorder.
I knew you were going to say that, because that was a classic. I said classic again.
I'm sure
he was in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Okay,
he was.
He was Frank Shirley. It says. I knew he was in there.
What?
No, that's not Frank Shirley. That's the boss. Frank Shirley was Chevy's boss.
Yeah,
and he's in Scrooged.
Yeah, and he was Frank Shirley.
What?
You
guys got to clarify this, because I don't. I'm
yes. I think you're right now. Yes, that is him. It's Brian Doyle.
Oh, it's the brother Brian.
Yes, and he is in Groundhog Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the famous brother, right?
Yeah, it's classic.
But what did he play in
You're thinking of the younger
Scrooge?
brother. You're thinking of the younger brother.
That's what I'm saying, John. John is the younger brother.
Yes,
John Houseman?
No, John Murray.
No, John Murray.
John Houseman, yeah.
But no, he was only in there for one scene, and it was when it was kind of a freaky scene where he's screaming at him.
What?
Brian Doyle.
Screaming at.
He's screaming at Bill. It was early on. It was early on.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's only in there for like maybe a minute or two.
Okay. All right. Wait.
But that was hilarious.
Yeah, all the brothers, I guess, were in there at one point.
Wait a minute. He played his dad. That's what it was.
Oh, the dad. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
he was screaming at him.
So go ahead and tell me what else you didn't like about it.
I don't know. It's really dated. I don't know. This 80s movie did not captivate me at all. Usually I find something in the background or something that I like. I couldn't do that.
Well, you did with the VHS.
Well, that was it. I mean, nobody. that was the highlight right there.
All right.
But I don't know. It just seemed like it was just a weird twist of the story, I guess.
What's the weird twist?
I don't know. It's just modern. Yeah, it's just modern 80s take on it, and I don't know. I remember I liked it when I first saw it, and then I just feel like it didn't hold up.
Well, I mean, I think it held up. My opinion is that it held up because it's the same story. It's a Christmas Carol. It's just in a different setting. What I kind of liked about it is they were doing a Scrooge play, and it was coming to life, basically. So I kind of like that part of it, how they were pulling that off, and I like that he was a jerk boss, and that he was I don't know, when he was doing the Christmas list, and he was giving everybody a bath towel, and that's typical, of a jerk boss, a bath towel. Oh, what about my bonus? Oh, you get a throw yourself in for what was it, a hand towel or something, bath towel, and oh gosh, now I can't remember what he said.
VCR.
To his assistant. Yeah, he said put you down for a bath towel too, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and if I'm working late, you're working late.
Yeah. Well, I got to take my son to the doctor. I thought the special effects were really good, and when I was looking up some stuff, I noticed that they did get there was an Oscar nominee for Best Makeup back then, and they won. He was a nominee for Best Actor for Saturn Award. And,
what's a Saturn Award?
Well, that's the science fiction and fantasy
science fiction,
Academy. That's more my style of Academy Awards, Saturn Awards. But yeah, I mean, Best Actor, Best Special Effects, they were nominated in that too. And then the winner actually was for score was Danny Elfman. The only thing I'm trying to remember, were there any Christmas songs in that movie? There had to be, right?
At the end, there's one at the end which I really didn't care for that song.
Well, which one was it? The only song I know of is the song they were about love and the what's the song? Dun, dun, dun. We need a little love in our hearts. What's that song?
That's the song.
Well, that's not a Christmas song.
No.
So you're saying the score won for what?
I guess the best soundtrack.
In 1988.
That's what IMBD says. Winner.
Because
wait, BMI Film Music Award. Maybe that's it.
Yeah,
maybe that's not Oscar.
I'm looking up Oscar, and it was The Last Emperor.
Okay, never mind. That was a BMI. I guess has their own award thing.
Okay,
my fault. Well,
I was kind of scratching my head on that one. I was like, really?
I know. I'm glad you corrected me. I hate when make a mistake and it doesn't get corrected. Hey guys, what's up? This is Steve Montgomery from Retro Media Talk. Hey, I just want to let you know I got a new album out called Night Sky. If you like ambient, cinematic type music, a little synth wave mixed in with some of the tracks, hey, check it out. It's available on Bandcamp, Amazon, Spotify, and some other outlets. I also have a physical CD that you can order through the link in the podcast description wherever you're listening to. Thank you so much for your support. Steve Montgomery, Night Sky, out now. Lego, tell me what, An American Christmas Carol, that's more the traditional story, correct?
Yes.
And does it tug at your heartstrings a little bit more then?
Yeah. A little bit. A little bit. It's, it takes place, I think, like in the Great Depression era.
Okay.
Or maybe even earlier than that. And Henry Winkler plays the Scrooge type character. I forget what his name is. They use a different name, and he's a repossessor. And basically, the guy that works for him, he sends out to collect all of the stuff that people didn't pay for, furniture, stoves, whatever. And his son's got like a messed up leg, yada yada yada, and it's the same thing, but it's a different era. But yeah, it's a serious movie. Henry Winkler does a really good job in it, and it's cool because it's different. It's a different little take on it. Yeah. I just remember watching it as a kid, and really liking it because Fonzie was in it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
And they do some pretty good makeup on him, to make him look old for I want to say it was a TV movie potentially, but and then they made one like more recently, didn't they? Like in the 90s or 80s with like George C. Scott or something.
Yeah, you're right. I was gonna say when we were doing the John Hughes Planes, Trains one, I was looking up, and one thing I forgot is he redid. He didn't direct it, but he wrote it and produced the A Miracle on 34th Street. And
was it made for like TV?
I don't know, but it was like, I don't know, maybe one of his last produced. Yeah, it was 94. But I don't know if it was on, I think it was on, was it? It might have been a theater, dude. Yeah, because it was PG, 94. But he had that production company that he had started. And the screenplay, was written by John Hughes and a couple other people. But anyway, I'm digressing, I guess.
I guess Captain Picard was in one, right? In 99, it was a made-for-TV.
Oh, yeah, you're
movie.
right. Yeah.
I'm sure he was awesome in it. I haven't seen that one.
I didn't remember that one. That was a Christmas Carol one?
Yeah, A Christmas Carol. 1999 was TV movie Patrick Stewart.
Huh.
Interesting.
Number 1.
I mean, I've always liked the Christmas Carol story. I thought it was a really good story.
It's a great story. I just didn't care for it in the way they presented this one.
Did you guys ever see the one with, what's his face?
John Houseman?
No, Jim Carrey. Yeah, that's it, Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Is that good?
Was that like a CG one?
Yes.
I think so.
Animated or something?
Yes. Yeah. It wasn't bad.
Okay. So that might be one I'm interested to check out. But the other one, older one, but not the. Maybe that's the one I like. It says Alistair Sim. I think
51.
That's 51.
Yeah, that's the one you like.
Well, maybe that's it then. I don't know.
There's like a really old one from like it's got to be like the 30s.
Oh man, I'm confused. Maybe it's the Alistair Sim one I like. I really don't. I don't know.
I'll have to watch them and give them a shot.
Yeah.
I found as I got older, I kind of enjoy older movies now that I wouldn't have watched when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do too. It's kind of weird. Because, I mean, I used to look at some of the old movies and say, gosh, man, they look old.
Yeah.
But
I think the reason is that, the world is just a bag of turds anymore. And to see, like the world when it was a little bit better and cleaner and more pure, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know.
I think that's what it is.
It is. And I kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like a time capsule when you go back and you kind of like, I don't know if you guys do this, but I'll take an old movie, before I was born and all that. And I just kind of imagine like what it was like living back then and then going to the theater and seeing that movie. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. It was a really cool experience back then for people.
And, back in the 50s, 60s, those type of movies from that era. I mean, that's when Hollywood was like, Hollywood stars were like the big deal. Hollywood was like magical back then.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Would you call it the golden age?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. Now you have the YouTube stars. YouTube stars beating Hollywood stars.
What's crazy too, and just on a little bit of a tangent, but not really. It's that the big studios now, they don't. I mean, they make some good movies, but I mean, some of these, sometimes you'll see like an awesome movie made by, Apple TV or Netflix or something like that. It's like Hollywood's really, it's going down the tubes, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, most movies aren't even made in Hollywood anymore.
Yeah, there's no money.
No.
It's like they're all basically funded by foreign countries. Like that new Christmas Story. Mm-hmm. That was all filmed like in Poland and done by some others.
Really?
Production company. Huh. It was probably cheaper, which was crazy because, we're not going to go into that movie, but I would not. But I had no idea it was filmed in It was filmed totally in a foreign country.
I had no idea.
It looked.
Wow.
It looked just like the original set, so it was pretty cool.
Wow.
But
yeah, because they film a ton of stuff. TV shows in Vancouver.
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, look, Canada. I mean, a lot of those WB shows are all filmed there. I mean, a lot of them. I mean, they filmed Smallville. They filmed Supernatural, all those shows over there.
Yeah. And then for some reason, Marvel was filming everything in Georgia.
Well, that's because they got big tax breaks.
Yeah, that's the hot spot now. Walking Dead's been filming there.
Yep.
Lots of productions now go on there. They were doing them for a while in Cleveland, because Cleveland was giving people breaks too. But
really,
but Cleveland's a dump, so nobody wants to come film here.
Oh man, it's too bad.
I mean, they did a lot of filming for some Marvel films in downtown, but that was about it, really.
Man. Yeah, I mean that's the funny thing. They all leave Hollywood to go to where they can get their tax breaks to film because it's too expensive to film in L.A. anymore.
Well, you remember back in the 70s, 80s. I mean, a lot of big movies were filmed over in those studios over in England.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, L Street.
Really? Huh.
Yes, a lot of Star Wars.
Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi.
Some of Superman was filmed there, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then they also did, they did the prequels in Australia. But for the Force Awakens and that, they went back to London and did it there.
I don't know what else we could talk about with Scrooge.
Well, and like I said, it's a decent movie. It's definitely not in the the top 20 or Christmas movies that I think people are going to want to watch.
You don't think it makes the top 20?
Well, probably on some people's list. For me, no. If it does, it's.
I mean, 20 is a lot of Christmas movies.
You need to put a poll out
except
on Twitter or something.
I know there's a big following for this movie.
Yeah, well, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I know a lot of people that have said that they like it, and I've just never seen it, not for no particular reason. I just never got around to watching it. But it's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. I like Bill Murray.
I mean, come on, man. Richard Donner made it. Can't be too bad.
No, I mean it's definitely not the worst.
Well, yeah,
it's not the worst Christmas movie I've seen.
But The Christmas Carol is a dark movie.
Yeah, I mean it really is kind of. Yeah,
it's a freaking scary movie. It really is. I mean it kind of freaked me out as a kid.
It very well, because when was it written? The Christmas Carol was written like in the mid 1800s, wasn't it?
Man, I don't know.
Have to look it up.
I mean, it's think about it. It's probably one of the most famous and probably one of the first like redemption story type things that for the world.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, really.
I mean, you watch it, man. It's a horror film. Almost. It's like those ghosts are freaky, and there's no funny parts in that movie. It's just all serious and I mean, you know, it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of it's like It's a Wonderful Life, you know. It's that whole finding your soul again, you know, whatever. Like you said, redemption film. When I watched it used to be on like late at night. Remember Christmas Eve it'd be playing or something. I mean, it kind of gave me like chills. It was like, man, this is kind of freaky for a Christmas
film. The old one?
film.
You talking about the old black and white one?
Yeah. I'm like, man, this is kind of freaky movie. But yeah, I mean, it's got that feel good ending and everything. Obviously, I mean, that's what makes it so good. But to me, when they turned that horrifying kind of story into kind of a comedy, kind of more lighthearted, that's what I kind of liked. You know, I was like, you know, that's cool. I mean, yeah, it's not a slapstick comedy by any means. You're not like dying laughing, but you got that feel good, like, you know, Bill Murray, you know, and his little comedic remarks and sarcasm and all that stuff in there. And I kind of, yeah, I mean, there's comedies that are all out, like I'm laughing my butt off. And then there's comedies that make you smile. You know, this was to me a comedy that makes you smile. And then with the whole like I said, the little black kid that doesn't speak, who you know, that little touching moment with, you know, him when they told the story about him, you know, he saw his father get killed and all that stuff, and then the kids are all like dressed them up as a Christmas tree. We're gonna have a Christmas tree this year, whatever, you know, and they're dressing them up and kind of making fun of them and all this stuff. I don't know. I thought it was good, good story. And then with them going back to his family, the father's, you know, comes in there and he's like, here's a Christmas present or whatever. And he drops that package of, what was it, veal?
Yeah.
And he says, and the young Bill Murray says, I was, what'd he say? I was hoping for a train choo-choo set or whatever. And I felt bad for the kid. You know,
Poor
I was
kid.
like, oh man.
Yeah, that was horrible.
And he's like, he's ungrateful people or whatever his dad was saying, you know. So I mean, you feel for Bill Murray as, oh, that's why he's a jerk now, you know. He had a rough childhood, you know. He's getting veal from what was his dad, a butcher or something or whatever? I don't know.
Probably.
I can't remember now, but
you know, another thing too, you know, about the Christmas Carol is that back in the 70s and probably through the mid 80s, I mean, almost every TV show that you can think of at some point did a Christmas Carol type episode.
yeah.
You know? Well, that was the big thing. That was the big theme back then, was the Christmas Carol.
Well, one thing I think what I got out of this film is the fact that, you know, the ending, when we all need a little love in our hearts, even though that's not a Christmas song, the whole thing of the movie had a great moral, tale to it, or a moral meaning, I guess, or whatever. But they're basically telling everybody to, hey, man, you know, this is a movie to bring you all together. You know, that we need love, we need all this, you know, and you're not getting that from a lot of Hollywood movies or anything like this. So it had a kind of a cool little,
you're not.
You know, it had a cool Christmas tone in the end, like Yeah, man, that's what Christmas is about, man. You know, it's about giving and showing love and all this stuff. I just kind of got choked up, you know. Not bad. I mean, it wasn't like, flowing tears, but I kind of got welled up a little bit.
Right. No, I get it.
Hey, there's a list on that I just found. 70 best Christmas movies. This is by Reader's Digest.
Yeah.
How many of them are Hallmark movies? Or Lifetime?
I haven't
Those I
run
can't
into one
watch.
yet.
Those I can do.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is in the list.
How? It's not Christmas.
Or did you say holiday movies or Christmas movies?
It's in there. This is it just says Christmas movies.
Huh. Well, I guess it's kind of like leading in. I guess you could.
Yeah, leading in. But what are the top 20 Lego ones to know?
It's not rated as like one to the best.
Well, what's the very last one?
I'm just kind of looking through the list right now. Guess what else made the list that I didn't realize was a Christmas movie, and that's Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, I forgot about Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah,
I've never seen it though, so I don't know.
Yeah, there is Christmas in there, but I think Halloween is in there too.
What?
So
Halloween's in there.
Oh my gosh, Scrooge made it in here.
You mean Scrooge?
the holiday.
It's on the list.
Well, yeah, Scrooge made it in there. Why wouldn't it? Just because you guys don't like it.
But this isn't just strictly a top 20, so it made it into the list of. Say that was the top 80 or something.
Yeah, that's a
The
lot.
top 70.
Oh, 70. But yeah, I mean, realistically, it probably did today. It probably is in the top 20 for the average.
Okay, we have
person.
the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Well, yeah.
I didn't know the Muppets made a version either.
I did.
I've seen it.
See that.
Trading Places?
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
That's Aykroyd and what's his name, right?
Yes. Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, yeah.
And
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd.
But the great director,
Hans Gruber.
yeah. No, man, the dude that was exposing all this stuff in Hollywood and
Who's the director?
The elites and oh man, you're gonna know it. Well, is John Landis. Oh no, never mind. John Landis directed it, but it was produced by the other guy.
What, the guy that did The Shining?
No, man. What is it?
Look at
Aaron Russo. Aaron Russo. You know
Aaron Russo? I had no idea.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't know he did Hollywood films.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was a big producer.
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well, I guess he didn't produce a lot, but he did Wise Guys and The Rose. I don't know why The Rose, but...
Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas is kind of like one of those, like Enigma type movies.
Right.
Where,
That's weird.
is it a Halloween movie? Is it a Christmas movie?
Oh, that's what
Is
you were
it
talking.
both?
Halloween
Wait
movie.
a minute.
All right.
What is this? The Christmas Chronicles with Kurt Russell?
Mm-hmm.
Has
Oh, you
anybody
didn't see
seen
this?
that?
Yeah, it's
came
on
out on
Netflix or whatever.
Came out on Netflix about 3 years ago. It's pretty good.
Oh, see, I
That's
don't do
not bad.
Netflix.
Hey guys, this is Steve here, and I want you to try the best superfood on the market. Field of Greens, real organic superfood. Just use my special coupon code HEALTHYLIFE for ultimate savings. The benefits of Field of Greens contain antioxidants, boosts immunity, completely organic, supports healthy metabolism, and a natural source of vitamins and minerals. Try Field of Greens today with my special coupon code HEALTHYLIFE at checkout. Healthy Life. Hey, but there's a lot of people that love the Polar Express, and that's kind of a darker film.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of weird.
I mean, it's not like a happy-go-lucky film at all.
No, I'd like it though.
No, it's good. It's got good animation, but I'm just saying it's not.
The animation is kind of like a dark creepy
It's dark
feel
feel
to it.
Yeah. Do you guys?
I think some of these on here are Hallmark movies.
I mean, when I rate like some of my favorite Christmas movies, I mean, obviously this is a retro podcast, so we don't go past 2000, but I still love, like, I know we're not doing it, but I love Elf. Do you guys like Elf?
One. Oh, I love it.
Oh, yeah, Elf is funny, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one. Oh, I forgot about Gremlins, though. Gremlins is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
I haven't seen that since literally the year after it probably came out.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the one that you guys absolutely, I think, love. 1974. Can you give me the name?
Oh, I love it. Black Christmas.
Yep.
Lego hasn't seen it yet. I keep trying to.
I almost watched it the other day.
It's
on Tubi. It's on Tubi.
Oh, it is?
You
got to watch it. There was another one. Oh, Krampus. That's another horror Christmas film that's good. But there's a couple of them out there. Mike, did you ever see White Christmas? I don't know.
Yes.
Okay,
yes, I did.
Okay.
I haven't seen The Holiday Inn, though.
It's good. I think it's just as well. I wouldn't say it's just as good. It's good though.
They go through every holiday. That's what I like about it.
That's the debut though of White Christmas. That's where it was revealed to the world in that movie, which was the number one Christmas song of all time for a really long time, and that was Bing Crosby's White Christmas. The album was like the number one Christmas album for like 50 years until TSO smashed it.
Yeah, I've got that song on multiple. I don't know, something about Bing Crosby's voice. Cosby. Wait,
I mean those.
Did I say Crosby?
Those older
Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Crosby. Something about his voice. Yeah.
Yeah, those old singers, those song and dance type of guys that came up through like vaudeville and stuff. They all had like these like really unique voices and nowadays so many people just want to clone other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You hear all these singers and those are not their natural voices. They are all trying to do what's the newest thing. Those guys back then, they just warts and all, man, they just used their real voice and there was unique Sinatra and Bing Crosby and
they sound like Christmas should sound like,
Dean Martin, all those guys. Yeah, I mean, they just had.
That's why they're timeless.
Tones.
Timeless Christmas songs. I mean, I kind of get goosebumps sometimes listening to those songs. I don't know if you guys do, but I'm like,
my nipples get hard.
I mean, I don't know, man. Something about it is like, ooh, man. I kind of get goosey.
I think, like I said, it all goes back to. I think we're in the last.
I'm dreaming.
We're in that last group of people. What are we? The Gen X?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're the Xers.
We are.
So I think
is that what
Gen
it
X,
is? Okay.
I think Gen X was the last group of people that really can appreciate that.
Okay.
Stuff, the classics going back.
It's because our parents played it all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys have a worst Christmas film? Oh, hey, have you guys seen Christmas with the Cranks? That ain't bad. That's 2004.
Is that the one with Ben Affleck?
No, I like that one. Surviving Christmas?
Yes, that one's really good.
With the guy from the
Sopranos?
Sopranos. That's a good one. That's a funny one. Yeah.
Is that the one with Jamie Lee Curtis, Christmas with the Cranks?
Yeah, that's it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was pretty fun because Tim Allen, he's hilarious in it. They're trying to go on vacation, trying to skip.
Probably one of the worst Christmas movies is that failed attempt they did at trying to make a Christmas Vacation Part 2 with just
Eddie.
With Eddie, cousin Eddie.
Yeah, could be.
No, the worst one. I'll tell you the worst one. Absolute worst Christmas movie of all time, in my opinion.
Scrooge?
Is Fat Man with Mel Gibson. I don't know why he took that role. It was the worst Christmas movie ever.
I think I started watching that, but I don't recall too much.
Don't know nothing about it.
It was bad, dude. It was bad. He was supposed to be Santa Claus. They call him, and it's named Fat Man. It's the worst ever.
Have you guys ever? And I haven't. It came out when we were younger. Did you guys ever see Santa Claus the movie?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I love that one though.
But never seen it.
It's very, very, very dated.
Yeah, but dated, I think it's not. I think it. Wait a minute. Holy cow! Did Richard Donner do that? I think he did.
He may have.
And
yeah, because one of the producers is the guy that did Superman.
You're right.
The Salkinds.
Oh, really?
Oh, my gosh.
Ali Salkind?
I can't believe you haven't seen that.
Lethal Weapon is based in Christmas time, and then Richard Donner did that. So if he did Santa Claus the movie, then he does like Christmas.
He did.
Yeah, I'm saying
he did.
Christmas.
Yeah, it's got Dudley Mole.
Yeah. What'd you say, Mole?
Mole.
Okay. Well, it says I'm looking at it right now.
Then John Lithgow's
maybe
in there.
Maybe he produced it.
Oh, Burgess Meredith's in there too.
Oh, maybe it's just produced by them.
By who?
Yeah, this is 1985.
By the producers of Superman. I don't know why I thought Richard Donner might have done that. But I don't see. I mean,
there's not too many big stars in it.
No. It was I think low budget.
I didn't mind it, dude.
No, I remember as a kid I liked it. I haven't seen it in years.
I thought the special effects were good.
It starts out really slow.
Well, the director was that Jeannot Zwart, whatever, that French guy, and he did Somewhere in Time and Jaws too.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay,
there you go.
I think he also did some $6 Million Man episodes.
Well, there you go. So it can't be bad. I liked it. I watched it like maybe last year, and I thought it was still good.
Yeah, it was just one of those movies I never got around to seeing when it came out.
Yeah,
I don't know what else came out that year, but it must have just been, I remember seeing it. I was like, oh wow, cool Santa Claus movie, but I just never got around to seeing it. 85, so I don't know what the big movies would have been back then. But.
Fletch.
Oh yeah, Fletch.
Fletch was 85. I think Romancing the Stone.
Great one.
85 was a huge year. That was Back to the Future.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I was thinking about this the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys ever seen Funny Farm with
Yes.
Chevy Chase?
Yeah.
Isn't there like some kind of Christmas scene or something in that as well?
I don't remember.
I can't remember either.
There could have been.
Now, another funny movie. I don't know if you guys ever seen this. This came out later, 2008, but Four Christmases with
I haven't seen it yet.
Reese Witherspoon, Vince Vaughn. That's
no,
a good
but
one.
it's on HBO Max. It's on my list.
Oh yeah, you got to watch it. It's funny. Hey, I didn't know the Fonz. Speaking of the Fonz, Henry Winkler, he was in a movie called The Most Wonderful Time of the Year. 2008.
Wasn't it like a Lifetime
TV movie?
Or Hallmark?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I was actually reading the synopsis on it, and it actually didn't sound too bad.
Yeah, I'd give it a whirl.
What about Fred Claus?
Oh, I love Fred Claus.
Never seen that either.
I love Vince Vaughn, though. He's
I'm
funny.
one of those people, though, that it's got to be, somebody I'm really a fan of or whatever, to give like a Christmas movie a chance, because I've just seen so many Christmas movies. Mm. The last really good Christmas movie.
About Batman Returns. That was set in Christmas, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't like those movies, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's right. We talked, I think, about it.
But probably the last Christmas movie that I really enjoyed was Elf, but prior to that, it was probably Jingle All the Way with Arnold.
I love that movie. Hey, guess what, dude?
I love it.
Speaking about Jingle All the Way, real quick, I was at the place where I have a booth or whatever. This guy is selling a Turbo Man. Did you guys know Turbo Man was being sold at Walmart?
No,
I didn't either. I saw it though.
It's like it came out like when the movie came out.
I don't know. I don't know if it came out then or if it came out recently. I was going to look that up, but it says Turbo Man, and there was a Walmart sticker on it.
It looks like the character from.
Yeah, exact same thing.
Huh, that's cool.
I know. I was like, man, I want to get that. It was so weird, man. Funko. Oh, Funko made it?
$28.
Ugh. I don't like Funko.
He's a 13 and a half inch, though.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
Yeah. So Funko made it. Okay.
That's a 6 mil size there.
Hey, it's a talking Turbo Man. Did you see that? Yeah, talking. So it's just like the movie.
And then there's somebody that's selling actual props from the movie of the toys.
Yeah.
The Turbo Man, Dementor, and Booster. They're selling them for $8,750. So they're actually moving props. Yeah.
Wow. I don't know, man. I'd be tempted to get this Turbo Man.
Oh yeah, Walmart exclusive is a.
Yeah, it says Jingle All the Way, Turbo Man.
Yeah, $24.99. So it looks like they have a deluxe package where you get the figure and the DVD.
Oh, really? No way. That's sweet.
I'm Turbo Man.
Turbo Man.
I love Sinbad.
Oh yeah, he's in it. Yeah.
He did that awesome movie with him and Phil Hartman. You ever seen that one?
Yeah. What is that?
But Phil Hartman's in Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, but Phil Hartman and Sinbad do his movie together where I can't remember what. Like Sinbad's pretending to be his friend and he's a house guest or something. Is that what? I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I never seen that one. Is that good?
It's hilarious. Sinbad's just hilarious. I loved him, and he just kind of disappeared.
Not to change the subject. I was looking at this list of movies, but did you guys ever see The Ref? I've never even seen this.
Who's in that?
Dennis Leary, Kevin Spacey.
I think I did see that.
Maybe a long time ago.
But it says it's a Christmas movie. 94 it came out. I never saw it.
Huh. Yeah, that was in like his heyday. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see that one.
I don't know, but the one show that I always had to watch every year was the stop motion Rudolph movie. I know, we were talking about doing.
You didn't enjoy that?
No, I absolutely love it. That's the one that I have to see every year.
We were talking about doing an episode with all like the shows we used to watch around Christmas.
Burl Ives, the music in that is really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those are like timeless. But you know what? But I could not get my kid to be interested in them at all.
No, it's something with our era.
Yeah, well, it's because we grew up with it. I mean,
we didn't have anything else, you know.
Well, it was a big event, you know. Those.
Well, yeah, because when back then it was like you knew, man, right after Thanksgiving, that's when the yearly Christmas specials and programs were going to be out, and we used to get like we'd get the TV guide, but they'd have the TV guide in the paper, and I'd be looking through there, seeing what night the specials were going to be on. Mm-hmm. I'd make sure that I was all, ate my dinner and went home and took my bath so I could come downstairs and, had my pajamas on so I could watch the show. Eating some Christmas cookies, drinking a little nog maybe if I was lucky, and that and Frosty and Charlie Brown.
Yeah. Do you know how Rudolph came about? Did you hear the story?
Mm-mm.
It was an ad campaign for, I believe, Montgomery Ward, I think. It was Montgomery Ward or J.C. Penney.
What about him?
I think it was in the 30s.
Oh, okay.
That's when they first made up the story.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jeez, I thought it went way back. Hey guys, do you want the ultimate iodine supplement? How about liquid B12? How about liquid turmeric in a herbal cold pressed tincture, never heated? The ultimate in detoxification. Pure, powerful, and potent liquid formulas in a raw herbal extract. Totally organic. Use our special coupon code HEALTHYLIFE at checkout at globalhealingorganics.com. Use coupon code HEALTHYLIFE.
All right, I got to get going because...
You want me to wrap it up with you on here, or you want to go?
No, I can go. You guys can wrap it up.
All right, man. Talk to you later, dude.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening to our episode on Scrooged. Yes, we got off topic a little bit, but hey, it happens. So if you haven't seen the movie Scrooged, basically, if you know what the story of A Christmas Carol is, that's Scrooged. It's basically a guy that gets visited by 3 ghosts and who's a jerk and sees the kind of changes in the end. Like Lego says, it's a redemption story. So in my opinion, it's a great film. It might not be like, it's not on par with like Christmas Vacation as far as side-splitting comedy, but it's a good Christmas film. I think you should give it a shot. And especially if you like 80s films and Bill Murray, definitely watch it. So anyway, that's it. Please find us on all the platforms, subscribe to us, or go to retromediatalk.com. Find the links there. Find us on YouTube at Craze TV with a K, or wherever else, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, all that. Anchor FM, Red Circle, you name it. All right, guys, thanks for listening. And the next episode you're gonna want to listen to, because we're kicking it off right in the beginning of December, at the end of the month here. So it'll be out November 30th. And we're going to go ahead and talk about, might as well say it, Steve. We already talked about it.
Christmas Story.
Yep, we're going to do Christmas Story. And I'm going to watch the new one, and we're going to go ahead and compare the other ones, the two. And I'll give you my take on it, and whoever gets on besides Steve will give their take. If we have another person, I think Gals will probably get on there. I don't know, but yeah. We're gonna talk, and I'm excited about seeing it. And I'm gonna watch the old one again too, the original. So I'll watch the original and the new one, and give my take on that one next week. So thanks for listening, guys. We will talk to you soon. Any last words, Steve?
None.
Okay. All right. How about have a happy Thanksgiving?